Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This energy is charged with ancient, uncorrupted knowledge leading to inner wisdom. And right now, the word coming through is truth. I'm also hearing the fog of uncertainty lifts, revealing the sacred trail ahead. Now let's find out what other messages are coming through. So starting off, a lot of blind prompts and confusing echoes I'm getting is kind of like the vibe. Something to do with the noise is fading or starting to fade into a powerful silence is what I got there. It feels as though you've gone through a lot of difficult decisions, past, present, future. And it was a result of a potential lack of direction, and might have been because of certain viewpoints that were coming your way. So you felt perhaps that you needed to go this way, but you would get a viewpoint from someone and then they would say, oh, go this way. And so you were unsure if your direction was the right one. And even if you had direction from someone else, it felt like you lacked direction yourself, is what I'm hearing, because it wasn't your choice, it was someone else's, is what I heard. Something to do with the universe is saying that you are receiving divine insight into the right direction, into your true destiny. Because there's a lot of past illusions that are dissolving around you in order for you to step into that true life path, is what I'm hearing. In the past, you sort of in this high priestess vibe. It's kind of like things are mysterious, things are secretive, or things are having a sense of inner truth and knowing based on your own intuition, but at the same time, it's almost like there's stability with that Ten of Pentacles in your truth and knowing, but then also at the same time with that King of Wands, it's kind of just like you want to master things, you want to be bold, you want to have charm, you want to have integrity. It's like you want to do right by people, you want to do right by others, but deep down inside, there's a little bit of sense of unbotheredness by that. You know, I'm also feeling I don't know why, I got that some people might perceive this almost people-pleasing tendency coming through. Almost like you want to do right by everyone around you, but you're just really looking for peace in all the chaos, is what I'm hearing. Because you have this calm attitude about you, and you're very detached from the negativity. You don't want drama. You don't want to, love bomb people or have them love bomb you. You don't want excessive attention. And you kind of you just have this charm about you. But then there's also some sort of people want to control aspects of you and kind of have you flow and integrate into what it is that they want for you rather than what you want for yourself. So a lot of these perceptions are old scripts of the past that were wrong. And it also feels like there's a path ahead now that's kind of demanding a new vision from you, a new vision of the future for you. And that's rooted in your wisdom. And it's going to be granted to you and almost giving you immediate insight into the future. Okay, you have the Six of Wands, which is kind of just you kind of walking towards your victory, walking towards your recognition, but it's almost like you are also recognizing heartbreak. You're also recognizing the hard truths. You're walking into emotional pains and just realizing as you step away from the perceptions of the past, the old scripts that were set in stone or created by someone else for you, you are going to be almost dissolving a lot of the false perceptions around you. And it's going to hurt a lot of people. Okay, it's going to put a lot of people in sorrow because they don't have control over you. And they don't have the ability to control your life and what you want to do forward or traverse to. Towards your next path. Eight of Cups kind of just gives that vibe of you just letting go, You're withdrawing from a lot of that energy. And you're kind of turning your back to that. It's you don't I don't know, for some reason, I feel like some of you have separated from family, separated from certain friends that you've known for like a long time that had like maybe like these like I was getting like they might have had this like structured mindset about something that just was like unchangeable. I heard chain. It's like can't be changed, can't be. I heard like almost like can't be healed. Like it's like constant pain that they're like holding on to, almost like some sort of like a stronghold kind of thing, you know? Like this emotional pain that's just like hard to let go. This emotional, like it's almost like a family curse that's like it just keeps propelling forward. Kind of reminds me of like, you know, that experiment when they put flies in a jar and they're like, oh, once the lid's on, they can't fly higher than that. It kind of feels like that, you know? Where it's like this jar lid was with the relationships that you had with these individuals, like it's like kind of like creating a sky limit for you. And so when the jar was lifted, they couldn't go, but you could jump out of the jar because you were still having like an inner truth and knowing with that high priestess of just like what the potential of the future looked like for you. Okay. Like you've had this like wisdom, insight towards like your destiny and what you could achieve. So you pushed yourself to go higher than the limits of that jar lid, you know? I don't like what I'm getting there. And right now, as you traverse forward, you're in this very unbothered state. And it's like now these viewpoints, these are like shadows of control. Like they no longer are at the forefront. They're in the back of your mind, but in the back of your head. And there's like some compulsion or desire to do, I suppose, like make mistakes or do things knowingly that it's not the right choices, you know? I'm assuming it has something to do with like addictions and things like that. I don't know why I got like alcohol for those of you who are of age, but it's almost like something to do with just bad habits, like getting back into those like perpetual cycles that just like bond you, you know, tempt you, create illusions of desire and grandeur and stuff like that, you know? So I would say the universe wants you to not press that red button, okay? Don't do it again. Don't have an oopsie moment, you know? But it's really up to you to focus on your self-control, yeah? And also to kind of just work towards having patience in the investment of that self-control so that you can traverse forward. It's kind of just like, oh, if you don't like soda, you know, don't just go cold turkey, you know? Maybe try an organic soda or make your own juice, like squeeze your own juice and add some sparkling water to it or something, like carbonated water or something. So it's like you have all like healthy alternatives, you know? It's kind of like that. And then eventually, like, yeah, you could go cold turkey if you're truly brave enough, but it's like one of those things which is like bad decisions can creep up on you over time. So make the best choice for yourself is what I'm hearing, you know? Because like we all are creatures of habit, you know? And the universe also is noting that you are kind of waiting on a sign right now. It's almost like divine intervention, divine spiritual intervention is what I got. Something about you having a sense of doubt. Maybe you feel a little impatient, but there's like this divine silence that is needed, okay? Because I was hearing that with the messaging that the fog of uncertainty lifts, revealing the sacred trail ahead. That's very reminiscent of the fact that the noise is starting to fade into a powerful silence, okay? Because this trail is being revealed. You know, almost like when the fog lifts and you just see clear roads ahead and you're just like, whoa. And you just take a moment of silence to breathe it all in, you know? It's kind of like that, you know? And so your vision is clear. And so the path ahead demands a new vision from you. A vision of deep wisdom, a vision of immediate insight into the future, okay? It's almost like ultimately there's like some clarity being revealed to you because of this true path towards your destiny. And it's being carved in stone. And something to do with you just having to trust your inner voice, which is going to be allowing you to finish your great work ahead, finish your great vision. It's almost like you're in this like, you know, like the thinking man, the statue, like just like thinking, he's like hunched over, thinking with the hand on the chin kind of thing. It's kind of like that. You're going to be in that mode as you're receiving this divine insight into your true identity, is what I heard, but also destiny. Really cool. But nonetheless, all these past illusions are going to be dissolving. Okay, and you're going to be able to step into your most authentic self, your true self, in divine timing. So yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.